What's up, everyone? In this section, we're going to cover how to adapt EMS to different market conditions while managing the psychology of trading in these environments. So, knowing how to handle your emotions in a trending market, a consolidating market, and a volatile market is extremely crucial, and it will absolutely help you apply EMS more effectively. So, let's dive right in. So, adapting EMS to different market types is key, but understanding your own psychology in each type is even more important, right? So in trending markets, it's easy to get overconfident, which can lead to over trading. In consolidating markets, patience becomes absolutely crucial. And I've mastered this over the years, just from repetitions, but it takes time and repetitions to develop that patience. In volatile markets, you need to focus on managing risk and keeping entries precise to avoid making impulsive decisions, right? When you start making impulsive decisions, that is when you are primed to blow up your account, and you do not want to make those mistakes, right? This is why I always say, plan the trade, trade the plan. If there's no setup, there's no trade, right? And I say this to reduce those impulsive decisions. Right? Everything, I say is there for a reason. So, looking at this, for example, right, in a trending market, which the market moves in phases, right? We have an uptrend, we have consolidation, an uptrend, consolidation, right? We even have downtrends here or downtrends here, right? You need to understand what part of the market you're currently in. That way, you can kind of build the strategy, your plan, and, your psychology behind the entire thing with it. Right? In a trending market, you need to control your confidence. You need to avoid over trading. You can't take 30 trades a day. That's not how it works. Right? This strategy, right, is what I'm talking about. Do traders take 30 trades a day? Absolutely. But this strategy, that's not what we're looking for. In consolidating markets, like we just experienced, right? You need to practice patience. You need to wait for breakouts. Otherwise, you're going to get caught trading, just and getting theta burned and false breakouts, liquidity grabs, and you're going to end up blowing your account that way, especially if you're not managing your risk. And then volatile markets, which is exactly what we're in right now, right? The election tomorrow, we have FOMC on Thursday, right? You have to manage your fear. You have to reduce your impulsive actions, right? You also have to avoid listening to, if you're in a Discord community, you have to limit who you're taking advice from and what you're seeing, right? If you're in a Discord community and 500 people are just spamming the chat with I'm taking this, I'm taking that, I'm up 50%, I'm down 50%, I'm up 200%, it's going to all influence the way you're thinking, and it's going to make you want to take a trade. So you gotta just, like I always say, plan the trade, trade the plan. Right? I always try and be as patient as possible. Sometimes I take no trades, which actually I'll pull it up. This week is a perfect example, and this month is a perfect example. By no means, have I taken that many trades, right? So on the week, I've actually only taken 7 trades in the last 7 days, and I have a 100% win rate, right? Because I'm just waiting for high probability setups. I was up $10,587 in the last week, and then over the month, right, I've taken 45 trades with an 87% win rate, and I'm up 70,645. Right, and that's with every single trade alerted, every entry, every exit, contract size, strike price, expiration, everything. It's all there, as you can see here. Right, all my entries and exits are alerted. So if you're not in and you're watching this, make sure you join. With the charts posted, it's all there. Let me get rid of this. So back to the slides, right? So you need to adapt to the market conditions, and you need to control your psychology behind it, or your thoughts. Recognizing and avoiding market traps is about mental discipline. False breakouts often trigger traders to act on impulse, right? So you need to wait for volume to confirm. You want everything to line up, right? So if SPY and QQQ are pushing to the upside and you're looking at Tesla or AMD or Nvidia to the downside, right? It's like trying to roll a ball uphill. It's probably not in your best favor, right? So if the market's trending and you're trying to go short, think extra hard into that setup, right? Is it really worth taking? Is this an A plus setup? So you need to also wait for volume to kind of get stronger, right? You want to see a big volume shift on a breakout. That's exactly what we look for every single time. Manipulated moves can happen at these key levels. So by staying neutral, you can make better decisions. You'll always hear me say, I have zero opinion on what happens in the market. I'll never say, I think this is going to go there. I think this is going to go to this level, right? I never say I'm bullish or I'm bearish. I'm always just looking at the chart and, saying, if this happens, we're going to see this next level, right? So for example, if we see a breakdown of 567.89 here, we're going to see a move to the next support below, which is right around this zone here, right around 565. If we hold this level, we're most likely going to get a push back up and just stay range bound, right? I'm not bearish here. I'm not bullish. I don't care what happens, right? As a day trader, all I care about is level to level. And if A happens, then do B. Okay. You do not want to act on impulse. Okay. So you need to stay neutral. So combining volume analysis with EMS can absolutely improve the reliability of your setups. High volume confirms momentum, right? Without volume, nothing happens. You just chop sideways. So this will reinforce your confidence. Low volume indicates hesitation. So you have to use that as a signal to stay patient. And this is why, I've developed the whole EMS guide. Let me pull this up on the video here. Right, so if you're in the Discord, if you're not already, absolutely join. This part's free, but I've developed this whole EMS guide here, and this is why we trade in specific times. Right, we only trade 9:30 to 11 and 2:45 to 4. Right, we use this because it has the most volume. We have the highest chance of breakouts. Right, I say here, these trading windows capture predictable price action and minimize risk, while regular market hours ensure more reliable data, right? I also mentioned no pre-market or post-market data because there's no volume, right? And volume is obviously super, super important and very reliable, right? If you want to take a look at this other stuff, feel free. So, you need to confirm your moves with volume. You need to use that as a signal, okay? Refining timing is about managing emotions. Right, so for entries, you need to wait for confirmation, of volume coming in, rather than acting impulsively. For exits, scaling out helps manage your excitement and it helps protect profit. It also helps protect downside. No one really talks about protecting your profits. No one talks about being defense first. If you're being defense first, then everything else will kind of line up and fall into your lap, right? And managing that excitement. I stream live every single day. I've never gotten excited while trading. I always manage my emotions. I'm always, staying humble. I'm staying neutral because I don't want my emotions getting out of hand and affecting my trades. And as I showed you before, I have a 100% win rate on the week, an 87% win rate on the month. Over my last 12 years, I have a 78% win rate. It's fantastic. I'm thrilled. I continue to get better every year because why? My emotions and my psychology behind the markets gets better and better, right? So emotional control will make you a master at trading. So to wrap this up, because I do just want to keep these simple, I want to keep them short. You have to adapt EMS to suit the market condition, right? Managing your emotions in different markets, using volume to reinforce your confidence, and refine your entries and exits by keeping your emotions in check. It is so important to keep emotions in check. I do have that whole guide on the Discord, which I'll pull up quick. Right, so warning signs of when to step away. Right, if you're feeling desperate to place a trade, an inability to focus or analyze objectively, right? You need to constantly Look at yourself from a third point of view, and even journal, right? This is why journaling is so important. Write down your thoughts. Like, are you itching to get into a trade? Are you thinking profit first? Right. So emotional reactions to market movements. If you see a big move in the market and you think, oh my God, I need to get in, that is the worst case scenario. You do not want to chase something just because a stock is moving, right? Stocks move up and down every single day. Just because a stock's moving doesn't mean there's a setup. That is massive, massive, massive to understand, right? Create that pre-trading checklist, market volume check, price action assessment, personal mental state evaluation. You want to write all this down so that it becomes automatic, right? I'm at that point in my career where I don't even have to think about a trade I want to take. I see it. I don't even have to draw it out anymore. As soon as I open the charts, I see the trade and I know exactly what to do. It's literally automatic. I'm like a well-oiled machine. So this is why you need to take these steps to develop that automatic mindset. You need to establish that no trade criteria, right? Set clear, measurable conditions under which you will not trade, right? If volume's lacking, pretty much the middle of every single day, right? That's why we have that time period set. More than 2 false breakouts in the first hour of trading is also a good way to, or a good time to step away from trading. If you're stressed, if something else in your personal life is, influencing you, if your girlfriend just broke up with you, probably not the best time to, be trading. You might be revenge trading, so just, it's always important to know where you are with yourself. Cooling off period, right? If you find yourself wanting to force trades, you need to take a break. You need to go for a walk. You need to get away. Step away from the charts for at least 30 minutes. And like I mentioned before, a trading journal. It's going to help you in every aspect of trading. It's going to help you identify patterns. It's going to help you improve decisions. You're going to get better at decision making over time, right? And then I have all the setups that we like to trade. So go through that if you'd like. Okay. So, and then in the next final and final module, I'm going to put everything together from these videos. I'm going to continue to enhance this whole playlist. And I'm going to walk through some more examples of EMS in action, right? I live stream every single day. It's all uploaded. It's all recorded. So this is going to combine the technical and the psychological principles for a full trading approach. Okay. So I appreciate you guys watching this. Make sure you do drop a like and subscribe and retweet whatever platform it's on. EMS is a super, super powerful strategy. So now that you've learned both the technical and psychological aspects, put it into practice, right? Let's put it into practice. Let's take some action, because without action, nothing will ever happen. Okay. So again, if you've enjoyed, drop a comment of, either, a video that you want me to make. I can help you, cover any topic that you need help with, and drop a like, subscribe, retweet, whatever it may be. And make sure you join the Discord, right? I have a free trial. It can't hurt. You can always cancel whenever you want. So I will see you guys in the next video.